up? This is Jennifer.
This is Denzel. How you doing
And
today?
we're going to show you a little bit about ourselves. So, first up, we're going to talk about how we came to be and how we are now.
But right now, y'all don't want to hear about how he is right now, because right now, we still trying to get along with each other. But in the beginning, everything
it's
was
really
just
hard.
fine.
It's really hard.
But we love each other.
Anyway, so I met him a long time ago, 2016.
Mr. Weaver's class.
Yes, and we were in chemistry, but he texted me on Snapchat, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "Who are you?" And he said, "You don't know who I am?" And I
I
said,
had
"No."
just recently got out of a relationship, and I was trying a female companion who can
To replace his broken heart. Anyway,
make my broken heart feel better.
so he texted me and I was like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "I sit in class with you." And I was like, "I still don't know who you are." And then when I get in class and I see him and I'm like, "Oh, that's him." And I was like, "Ew" at first because I didn't like black boys. So I'm just gonna say, like, look at him.
He's so ugly. You know, look at that hair. Ew. I did not like them.
And so I remembered him because I used to see him every single day after school walking this girl everywhere. And she looked mean at that time. I was like, if he likes that kind of girl, why would he like me, first of all? So I was just like, you are, yeah, no. And then he started saying, let's walk each other to class. So he used to walk me to class. And we would just walk. We didn't even say anything. We would just look at each other.
Still stuck in amazement of how beautiful she
Yeah, I
is.
was way out of his league back then.
Now I'm way out of his league, but you know.
I'm stuck with him.
She blew up.
Anyway, so
Bougie. I just had to throw that out there.
then one day he said he wanted to walk me home. And I was like, okay, you can walk me home. And he said, after I walk you home, when I drop you off, I want to kiss. And I was like, boy, you tripping.
No, I didn't give it a shot. I was like,
Boy, you tripping, but I said fine, if you walk me home, okay. So he walked me home, and then we were at my dad's house, and then he kissed me, and I was just like, like everything just, it was just crazy. You ever find that one person you kissed, and you're just like, I love them automatically.
I ain't gonna lie, babe. You almost just made me cry just the way you was talking good about me. I don't care at all.
Don't get used to it. And then, so, after that kiss, he was gonna get expelled from school. And I was like, dude, I don't know what we are, because we hold hands.
in school, we kiss, and then we just walk around together. We're always together. He skips class just to be with me. And I was like, dude, who are you? Like, in the library on his last day before school, I was like, what are we? Like, we do this and this and this and this. We do A, B, and C. And
You never asked me. I never said that part, but I was just like, what are we? And he's like, you know what he said?
We are close friends.
Yeah, he said we are close friends. I was like, dude. I was so mad. But, I sat down. I didn't even talk to him. And I left. And then that night, he texted me. Texting me. Like, on his phone, he texted me. You know what he said? In all caps.
Will you be my girlfriend?
But let me adjust the story. Remember, just a while ago, she said I was way out of her league. So then why she out want me then? Way out of her league.
okay, anyway, so when he said that, I was kind of, happy because once we kissed each other, once we kissed each other, I have it in my hair.
Yeah. When I kiss you in your head, you gotta look better.
Anyway, once we kissed each other, that's when the fireworks blew off, and that's when you're supposed to be like, oh my gosh, we're in love.
And yeah, that's what I was thinking. But you took that a little too slowly. So anyway, so after that, we started dating. And meanwhile, my parents don't know. Like my parents they don't want me to date him, obviously, because he just was the bad one. Like everything he was doing from
Blah, 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 so, blah, 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 blah,
was just really
Reputation
bad.
follows you always.
Yeah,
so
it
just
does. And my mom and them, they didn't approve of him, but they didn't know we were together at that time. And so I was thinking his house, have fun and come back
home, and then I would just, do really bad things. Like, I never told my parents. And then, February 23rd, 2016, I ran away from home. You want to tell them a little bit about that?
she ran away from the house so she can be with her knight in Shawnee home. Me? You heard me? I mean, it's not my fault if I'm giving her that deep. You heard me?
Shut up!
Ran away. She came over because of some family problems and what. But I told her I had her back. I told her I wasn't gonna let her stay on the
Stay
streets.
anywhere else but his house.
So she came over there, you know what I'm saying? This was just the first time. I remember the last night we had together because it was the most tragic one we had. We was laying down in the bed. We had just got situated, just came back from coming
We
outside.
was watching Chainsaw Massacre.
And they say, I hear a knock on the door. No. Well, they got police outside looking for us. So I'm like, type of person I am. I'm like, man, who called the police? How they know I'm here? What they doing? Why they looking for? Bull snap. It made me feel bad though because when she walked away, she was going in handcuffs.
I was scared.
And I was just about to be in handcuffs right behind.
Yeah, because he was just giving the attitude of, like, I own this place. And that cop, he was like, you could go with her if you want to.
Yeah, what it is, man.
FPT, man.
He was too scared. I told him to shut the heck up, and he shut the heck up and he was being good.
But she
I got
left,
arrested.
and she came back a few months shortly after.
Where did I go?
She went to a program.
I went to I was about to say YCB. It was Red River Academy, USU Services.
Worst
for
time of her life.
kids
We were separated from each other.
for 6 months.
Went to jail while she was also incarcerated, and I mean,
You know,
it was
I
bad.
didn't think
Like
he
I
was gonna
wasn't
wait for me.
following Christ. It was
Yeah, and I didn't think he was going to wait for me. Like, who would wait for somebody for 7 months if you're locked up? So, then, one day I got on Instagram on my dad's phone because my dad used to, let me.
Be on social media when I wasn't supposed to. And I saw on his Instagram that he had all these photos of me still, and he was still posting them, and that he loved me and he missed me and everything, and I was like, So then, after that happened, I got out and I found out he was locked up. And it was July when I got out. And I was like, are you serious? I don't feel like waiting. I know, it's so bad of me to say that. So I was trying to
Move on. And I found somebody else for just a temporary short time. And they didn't fill the spot because I always thought about Denzel, I thought about being with him and everything and how I was doing wrong trying to talk to somebody else, you know what I mean? And so that other person, it was wrong for me to put that other person in a situation that they didn't even know that I was still with somebody else. And then in September, me and that dude, we were dating for almost a month. And then Denzel got out of jail. And I was like, oh my gosh. Because all my feelings came back, It was September 2017 when he came out. And I told that other dude the same day Denzel came out that I could not be with him. And then I had to break up with him and stuff like that. And he was just like, you're a piece of trash, stuff like that. I was wrong for what I did, but you don't gotta say all that junk. Thank ya.
close your mouth with glue. But, so,
When Denzel came out, I was so happy to see him. And my parents, of course, they didn't want me to be with him. They locked me up because of me being with him, because of what we were doing. And so then I saw him the next 2 weeks after he got out, and I remember we hugged each other, and it was so wonderful. We were just so happy. Yeah, and then we went to homecoming together. We went on so many dates, and I spent the night at his house so many times. And we were just, closer than ever before. And then in December, so that was probably 5 months after. That was probably 4 months after we were together again. My mom found out. you know.
Thanks to you know who.
Thanks to you know who's out there that told on us. We're not even gonna say names, but we know. That's why this room's empty now. But anyway, so we're not gonna go there. There's like 2 people or 3 people that told, but it's okay. We love you. You know, God loves people, so it's all good. But you're not our friends anymore.
And so they told, and then my mom, she grounded me. But I still talked to Denzel, and then she sent me to another program, which was called Teen Challenge. Teen Challenge.
Bad place, don't send your kids.
Don't send your kids if you want them to change, but look.
Kids and tell them to behave themselves. There's no need to send them somewhere else.
Yeah, just send them to juvenile detention, you know, like to jail. They'll be scared to come back.
In a week and, you know, be okay. But they sent me to that Teen Challenge place. I don't even want to talk about it. You know, it gave me anxiety, PTSD, all that junk. But I remember that day I got out. And my mom told me not to talk to Denzel. And at that time, I was in there for a year. So it was December 2017, like a year later that I got out. I was supposed to stay until 15 months, but I stayed a year. Because, you know, I slid in the... Yeah, we're not talking about that either. I'm a snake. But,
So I saw... I didn't text him for 3 days when I got out. I was like, you know, I'm going to be strong and I'm not going to do it. I'm 18 years old now. No one can send me nowhere, so I'm making my own decisions. And I was going to make a decision where I wasn't going to talk to him no more. Hard. I loved him. I really did, like that burning passion. You know when you
Love somebody that you cannot have.
that's how it was. And I was so upset every single day. It's like, I needed him, you know? Like, I didn't, like, need him, but I loved him so much, you know? And it was like... I don't know how to explain it. It was just this feeling that I could not. I would cry every night because I missed him and all that junk. And I was like, I cannot not talk to him. So I remember I got home on Friday, and that Monday I was talking to him. I was texting him, and we talked and stuff. And I told my mom, I was like, yo, I'm texting him and stuff. She said, don't see him until you're like 19 or something, you know, like give us a little moment. But I was like, I can't do that. So I started my job at Little Caesars.
Don't eat there. They make their pizzas nasty. Anyway,
so then we started talking, and then I saw him at work, and he would pick me up, and then a week later, blah 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 happened, and then my mom, she found out that I wasn't at work, and I was with Didi, and
She kicked out.
She kicked me out. Well, actually, she wasn't gonna kick me out, but you know how you're like, I don't know if I want to get kicked out, but I do want to get kicked out at the same time. It was a crazy, man. It's not my mom's fault.
So she had the choice, but she chose that.
Yeah, I chose that my mom kicked me out.
Fault. At that moment, she had to choose.
It could have went better on my side and her side. Like, we could have worked it out.
Better, but we were just angry at each other, and everyone hated Denzel. So, anyway, so we lived at his mom's house from December all the way to March, and then we got our jobs together, and we got our first apartment, which is now 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, living room, kitchen, dining room. It's a pretty nice place to live in for the first time. But oh yeah, January 28th or 26th, I think it was, Denzel proposed to me, and you know, we got engaged, and it was so nice and stuff like that. And then we moved into the apartment, and then April 13th we got married. So we've been married since April 13th, 2018, and now today is July 5th, 2018. So it's been 2 months and like 2 weeks or something like that.
You say you married, you're supposed to know, but hey, you know.
Yeah, we just feel like we've been married for like 8 months. I mean, 8 years. Oof. But 8 months. I feel like it's only been a week since we've known each other, you know? Like, everything goes by so fast. My family likes him now. You know, we're still working on my dad, but you know, that's another story we're never gonna talk about because we really don't care anymore. So, but Denzel and I, we're doing it. You know, we're getting better. We're married now. We want to become better people with our jobs
and not just our jobs, ourselves. We want to be successful, but not in just in
money
life.
wise.
Not money, but like in faith also. You gotta put God first.
You
That's
have to
one
put God in front of everything,
if it
or
wasn't
you won't
for
have
her,
anything.
I would never learn anything about God.
Yeah,
because I wasn't even on that path.
It was God it was God who changed his life, but he put me in his path to help him. So that's our story about ourselves, and I hope y'all like it. But
yeah, this is our life, and we're gonna live it the way God intended it. Until next time.
Amen.